Five.
Excellent.
That is it.
Excellent.
You can't recall this Pinto.
Pinto.
Cause well, it's
Like
happening now.
The music, or not the music?
The show.
The car.
No. Well, did you remember when the Pintos just explode?
Oh,
that was a long time ago.
Question mark.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Pintos used to do this.
Here comes the music.
There's
Harris. There's the Harris. Happy Monday, everybody. If you're just joining us, welcome to the channel.
We have got news for you guys today.
We do.
Even though it looks like we're doing some repetitive stuff, because we are. We have to follow up on all stories,
I mean, we're
right?
following up on stuff. There's there's some funny stuff, some lighthearted stuff, some cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
And some fast fix.
I'm gonna give Harris props on this one. I'm gonna give that volume a little bit of a pump.
Do it.
Of course.
It is good. You got chat going?
Who? Oh yeah, chat.
You were on it.
No, I'm not, because I launched it while we were talking.
Oh, good. You know what's good?
What?
I didn't upload the tags. Stand by.
Oh, somebody else today, and I even got show 52 put in there, and somebody else today is messing up. It's okay.
Stand by.
Standing.
They're saved now. It's fine.
We're good? We're tagged up?
I hadn't done the, control, copy,
Okay.
paste.
God, I wonder how this shirt's gonna look.
It's gonna look
Great.
green.
Greenish.
It's gonna be a little preview there for you. Green.
Oh, by the way, it's the 21st. It's summer equinox, is it not?
I don't know. It is 21st.
Is it the 21st? Is it today? I think it is, right? It is. Well, we're going live.
Hold up.
Guess what?
10?
Sure. But I'm not saying that no more. You know why? Because it's
I
old.
did.
It's passe.
The 20th. The 20th was the equinox.
Oh, it was yesterday?
You missed it by a whole day. Well, probably not a whole day, obviously.
Welcome summer.
Technically 11:31 p.m. You only missed it by 14 hours.
There you go. Welcome summer to all you people that
Summertime.
that already haven't had 90-degree temps all year.
Hopefully the weather's good where you are.
Yeah, because it's been like Seattle here.
Because it's a bit overcast.
For
Could be
days.
better.
For days.
But it is.
Are you ready? I'm hitting the button.
Well, this song's almost done. We got seconds.
We got.
Can we fade it out?
It did it automatically because
That's
there we
amazing.
are. Hey,
Amazing.
what's going on, everybody?
What is up? Good to see you.
Mike and Corey with you. Not Your Average Show. June 21st,
got Roscoe
not the
here,
summer
too.
equinox. That was yesterday, 2021.
Roscoe here too.
And Roscoe's here, just sitting and doing what
Doing
Roscoe
dog
does.
things.
We
Gretchen.
have some blockbuster news for you today, which we're going to get to in the middle of the episode because that's when most of you guys tune in, number one. Number two, we got other news to follow up on, and it seems like this is almost a repeat of the other day's material, but guess what? It's all a little different because they're in light of new information. We want to update you on some of the stories we covered last week. What we didn't cover before we went live was who was going to talk about what.
Nah, we didn't do that.
Not at all. So we're going to kind of probably go a little bit more open discussion for today, just because we didn't prepare for this.
We didn't do the last part.
Yeah, we didn't get the last part discussed. So hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Haven't
Good.
seen you since
It's a Monday.
what was it, Saturday?
I
saw you
think, yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday we did a
Everyone
bit
was
of
swimming?
the cookouts. Watermelon. There's a pool here, so good.
It was a good day. It was sunny-ish. We haven't had true sunshine per se here in this area for about 2 weeks. Not like we're used to. So it's kind of weird.
I mean, while we say that, we know some of you people may be watching over on the Midwest, West over there, Arizona, that area, would love a bit of cooler weather. So we'll hope it blows your way. We know a whole bunch of records have been broken out there with heat. And obviously, we know that puts about a strain on obviously people, but your bill, your power bill, and all that. So we're hoping it gets better for you.
Sure.
Soon. But yeah.
So just a thing that we're going to cover today. First of all, we're going to go Bezos in space and stay there. There's been a petition circling around that basically says people don't want Jeff coming back when he decides to go into space next month, which
the 20th of July.
20th of July, yeah. So sorry, Jeff. Maybe
it's a bit strange.
Yeah.
You see, if you guys follow these not I wouldn't say fringe news, but definitely this is a legit petition online, online petition. And let me pull it up.
Oh wait,
currently,
are we starting this one? We're just gonna go into it?
What do you want to do?
I was gonna introduce all the topics
Okay,
because then we're gonna do
everything.
Bitcoin is bombed again because it looks like China is actually hammering some of the people in their country about going after crypto miners, and huge Jetoptera news for you guys today.
Huge.
And Tesla is Plaid-tastic. Now, when we talk about that, we did talk about the other day they released their Plaid Model S.
Yep.
However, it is a record-breaking car. It is the fastest production car, 0 to 60, and we're going to compare it to some other vehicles. And there's also some dovetailed information about, I think, some battery tech that kind of falls into that. But like I said, we've got a lot to discuss. So what I'm going to do is open format today, and Corey can go ahead and just kind of take the floor on what obviously seems to be
Jeff Bezos. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, the Bezos petition is go ahead.
It is what it is.
Fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
The worst part is it's even on change.org. I mean,
yeah, so basically what this is in a few places, but this one I got links down below. There's two of them down there. One of them, the main one from Yahoo News, basically saying more than 56,000 people have signed a petition to stop Jeff Bezos from coming back from orbit when he goes up on, as we mentioned, 20th of July. He's going up on the New Shepard rocket with 4 people on board. The fourth person has yet to be announced, but they've got the other 3 set up. It's Jeff himself. Jeff, and then his brother, and then the winner of that auction we covered for you guys a few days ago, which I haven't found the name of that person, but anyway, that person, and then a 4th. And 20th July, they're going to go up for a few minutes past the Kármán line, which again, if you guys don't know, that's where actual space is. Officially, you're in space. And then as we migrate over to this petition.change.org, there's 51,670. 50,
there's we just got 5
I'm
more.
Seeing 52. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
wow.
it's actually going up pretty quick.
This is crazy. When I looked at this just before we started the show, it was 50,000 and change. I just refreshed because of what Mike said, and I was like, okay. I mean,
let me refresh.
Now it's at 52,400. This is being signed quite rapidly.
52,394. Oh no.
Okay, well there you go. Actually, this is a bit more amusing than I thought when I first pulled it up. There you go. It's literally getting thousands of people per, well, not minute, but I mean per hour at this rate. It would be thousands of people per hour. But anyway, there you go. It's literally a petition that basically says here. I'll just pull some stuff off of it. Basically, billionaires shouldn't exist on Earth or in space, but but they decide the how long they're going to stay up there, but they have so much impact on Earth, and so why are they even around?
But wait a second. Have you seen?
It includes Musk. This guy says he includes Musk and other people.
Hold on, but wait, that's wrong because Amazon has taken a new tact in some of their advertising, and I've seen it on YouTube where it shows a lady in a garage packaging up some stuff, right? And when she's doing it, it says, Amazon has actually created over like 1 million jobs in the United States of America from small business owners all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of misplaced hate here because, everyone is, and also this is Prime Day, so obviously.
Oh yeah, well there's that too.
There's that too.
He's probably, yeah.
So, but I guess the difference that I'm looking at here is that, look, it's not all bad news, but now here, how bad do you have to feel if Jeff actually gets stuck in space?
I think a lot of these people wouldn't feel that bad.
No, probably
not. They should. I mean, if you think about everything that would happen if you actually legit got stuck up there, I mean,
that would suck.
Yeah, you're not gonna do well if you legit get stuck up there.
No.
But yeah, as you said, it's Amazon Prime Day. So if you got Prime, well, there you go. We're not endorsing anything, but it's obviously Prime Day, so he's probably on people's minds. You go. Some people he's on their mind, and they're like, well, I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon, but I'd rather you don't get it because I want you to stay in space.
So there's a couple of comments here that are standing out. That is, if they can send a billionaire to Mars, why can't they send them all? And the second one is,
why can't they send them all?
There, and then the other one is, yeet him into the sun.
Yeet him into the sun. Okay. Well.
Okay. That's a lot of hate.
I mean, we told you this would be some actual news about who's going and when. I mean, told you the rest would be a bit lighthearted that people want him to stay up there. So there you go. And it's at 53,000 now, so that's
it's climbing.
Is it 53? I'm refreshing.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, James Peckles.
52,400. Yeah, it's
growing. Look,
it's crazy.
Okay, so let's just make sure everybody understands this. We don't want to see Jeff get stuck in space or anything bad happen to him.
No.
I just think that the irony is that, look, you might have some hate for corporate structure for certain things that you think are obviously not good or bad, or they they oversimplify an equation, and yes, this is what the result is. However, it's still kind of funny in the sense that it's comical that some people would think that this is the best thing to do, just in that sense.
Yeah, we're certainly, definitely not agreeing that we would sign this, because I don't think that's the thing. I mean, let's be honest, the guy's got tons of money, and he's made Blue Origin, and he's going to go up into space on his own rocket. I would love to go up to space on my own rocket that actually, I would I get back safely. So there you go. I mean, it's cool, but we thought it was a bit amusing that there's a petition for such a thing. And
let us know. You know what?
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below, because I would love to see some of these other supporters of this actual petition to send Jeff to space and keep him there. I'd love to see some of the other comments on this video below, because
maybe
it's discussable.
I mean, Richard Branson, he's going, right? We mentioned before, Richard Branson's actually going to beat Bezos into space
by like a week.
By a week, I think. I haven't seen if that's changed, but that was something wasn't really on our radar. We were talking about Elon, of course, for all the things that go on SpaceX, and then Jeff at Blue Origin, and then not out of the blue really, but a little bit less in the spotlight, Richard Branson came in there, and he's actually going to beat Bezos to orbit. And of course, not the funny thing, but something to note, right, is Elon has no plans to go into space as far as I've seen. I mean, people have asked him tons of times if he'd go to Mars, because of course he's got, they got the whole plans to go to Mars. But anyway, it was funny, lighthearted about the thing with Jeff. Hey. But obviously, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like, subscribe, follow. But hey, just as a follow-up on this one, look at this. It says more than 56,000 people have signed the petition to stop Jeff Bezos going into space, right?
Yeah, you follow the link.
You follow the link. There's not 56,000 yet. And now I went back, and now it's 52,583.
Is that what you got?
Yeah. So some sort of trickery in the numbers here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, because it says it has names of people that signed.
That's weird.
And mine is still increasing. Yeah.
Sure.
This is the same link, right?
It's the same link.
If you follow the link from the article. I did this. So
hold on, let's just make sure here.
Do it again. More than 37,000 have signed the change. So that's in the article. They say this more than 37,000, and that's the link I clicked.
Same one.
Are there two petitions?
Nope.
Another petition.
Nope. Same petition.
Hold up.
Same comments.
There's two petitions.
No, there isn't.
There is.
How is there two?
There is two petitions on the same website.
Okay.
So this one has 20,400. So okay, so we're looking at it is increasing. So maybe it's not. Maybe there's not some weird stuff going on the website.
So wait,
yeah,
so that means
two petitions. They're just putting the numbers together, basically.
Okay, so no, they're not, because if they put the numbers together now, there's over 70,000 people.
Yeah, that would mean it was going up since they wrote the article.
Okay,
because they said 56,000.
Right. So we have 20,000 on one and 52,000. So there's 72,000 people out there right now that think that Jeff Bezos should not be allowed back to Earth.
Literally, the second one. Again, have you read the second one? The description of that one?
No. Bezos is actually... Hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead and have it.
All right, here we go. So this petition is Jeff Bezos is actually Lex Luthor, disguised as the supposed owner of a successful super...
It's just comical.
Super successful online retail store.
The bottom.
Who actually is an evil overlord hell-bent on global domination. We've known this for years. Jeff has worked with the FC. Oh, my Lord.
He's in everything. Templar, Freemasons.
This may be our last chance before they enable 5G microchips and inform a mass takeover.
Oh, my God.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's gone.
This is pure fringe.
This has gone sublime.
Amusement. So.
Okay. So, yeah, it's fun. Hey, let us know in the comments below what you guys think, because just interestingly enough, it's just one of those things.
I'm going to close that link because
I'm closing them all.
I don't need it. I don't need to go there anymore.
All right. So thanks for that one. All right. So where do we go next?
What we got? Obviously Tesla.
You want to go?
Then our other news. So
you want to go the other news, the big news?
Well, how many people we got here? A few. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever.
What a rabbit hole, you guys. I don't know, James. We fell into that one.
Well, yeah, that was
pretty tricky.
Wasn't meant to be as crazy, but
no.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, so
hey, whatever. It's up to you. Yeah, do it.
Here we go.
If you want.
So here's big news. This is the big news. Okay, and I'm just gonna roll this in the back.
Up?
Yeah, but I'm gonna bring the notes up here in a second. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So the big news is something that we have been working on objectively here at the channel, right? And so I'm just going to introduce this with what it is. This is their website, obviously, in the background. And here's the deal. We are now in direct contact, and we're excited to announce we're in direct contact with Jetoptera and the folks over there, especially Andre and Todd. They have reached out. We have shared some communications, and we are looking forward to moving forward with the discussion, which is amazing for us. Okay, for us, this is an absolute delight on the channel, because we really were excited with their technology, and obviously we were even more excited when we found out that they were actually carrying us on their WeFunder page and actually highlighted us under some of the updates sections, and that has helped our channel grow. So we're completely absolutely excited about that. But the other part of it is that now they'd like to move that conversation forward. And with that, that means that we want to be completely open and honest with you guys, because we found Jetoptera completely just by searching stuff on the internet, right?
Yep.
And now that it's actually taken on a different perspective, where we're going to have them on the show, we want to obviously be able to track their progress as they work their way through the development process and make whatever exciting investments and whatever going on. We want to see that happen. Obviously, we would love to fly the damn thing when it's actually.
I mean, we're pilots, so
we're pilots.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the discussion has begun, but for us, for a fledgling channel, right? This is kind of like a nuance of, we started this with the ability and the wanting and the desire to start a conversation about the things that we enjoy, and lo and behold, it's nice to be recognized for that specifically, and for a company that we literally were like, we get it. We know where these guys are going.
Yep.
Boom. So there's a lot in that conversation to go on and to move forward with them, though. That's the exciting part, I think. Yep. So what's your thoughts and feelings?
Exactly. As Mike's been saying, basically, I just kind of wanted to reiterate that, we've talked about a bunch of stuff on the channel. We like to talk about, obviously, tech and travel and games when we can get that in there where it's appropriate to, and obviously we talked a lot about air taxis, VTOL design stuff, and we always tried to look at them together, obviously, before we even made the channel, and then talk about what's the business choices we're gonna maybe make it, how's the technology, and those are things we tried to bring to you guys. Now, we don't go all the way down in the weeds, engineering diagrams and whatnot on the channel, because we don't think it maybe best serves the YouTube channel, but we try to look at different perspectives on whatever we're talking about.
Right.
So we wanted to reiterate today to you guys that everything we said about Jetoptera in the past was pre any chat with them. We just want to be clear that everything we kind of looked at them and any of the, when you look at Java or Archer and any of the other designs, we're not talking to anybody before we made any of those comments.
Right.
But today, going forward, we are kind of in talks with Jetoptera, so we wanted to let you guys know, just to let you know, basically, that we will continue to follow all the air taxis that we think would be something that we want to bring on the show. We're still going to talk about Jetoptera, but now we have to caveat what we can talk about, because there might be things in the future going forward we cannot talk about, which is perfectly cool. That's how it's how it works.
Well, I mean, we're expecting that this relationship, especially with Todd Newton reached out, and we're expecting that with that relationship, we're going to see things that are part of their industrial recipe of what they're trying to develop, that obviously is part of their patent technology that they don't want released to the public, because it's not for public consumption.
Naturally.
Right? Naturally. That's what this is. Trade secrets. They're gonna give us, as an appreciation of the shared relationship, they're gonna give us some insights as to the things that other people may or may not have thought about at how to attack this problem, right? So, and we don't want you guys to get any misconception, because look, the biggest thing on YouTube, right? Let's have this discussion, because YouTube is about open and honest relationships. And when there's paid content, YouTube has been very specific that you have to tell people when there's paid content.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've never received a dime from this company, nor do we expect to in any way,
you'll
shape,
notice
or form.
somewhere, it might say paid promotion somewhere. We aren't getting paid anything for this. So again, we're talking. If there's a point in which our video comes out that it says that, we'll probably mention it anyway. This is our first paid show or whatever. Currently, that's not the case. But yeah, we have to disclose it anyway. Yeah.
So, but the thing now, here's the other part for us.
If that's everything.
Super exciting.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It was one thing to be featured a few weeks ago when we started this process about looking after their investment part, where we actually came up and they've been highlighting our videos. And also Todd Newton on his LinkedIn has been posting everything that we've been talking about. We are super excited to talk to Todd and Andre, especially in the conversation of how everything is going.
Yeah,
What do they
just
see as their
what
new
are they
challenges?
working on?
Right?
Where they're going? All that stuff's super exciting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And when we are able to legally, we'll bring you guys that content.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
So
So,
we're
but that's
excited. We're
massive.
excited. Yeah, we're super
That's
excited.
massive. Okay. Now, here's my vision for the future. I hope in the next, look, these development cycles take a long time. So in the next couple of years, you, me, Cameras, Todd, Andre, sitting at the side of some launch site where this thing is going to be tested in an environment and having a natural conversation before it goes off and does its first, successful FAA certification flights and all that type of material. To me, that's a vision that I have because the passion for aviation, number one, the passion for the design and technology of things, because I'm a techie geek, just, you and I are in the same boat.
Yeah.
And that's a vision of the future because that means progress.
Yeah.
And that helps everybody. And and that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah. Yeah. Just along with what Mike's saying, we hope to not only be able to see what they're working on us, but also at some point, however that's going to work in the future, be able to bring some of that content to you guys, because we're excited about it and we're happy to, and we'll do it objectively too, just so you guys know, that we'll comment on and see what's going on, and yeah, if we can bring that stuff to you whenever that is, if that's even a thing we can do, we'll do it. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So excitement, and they're at 282,000 on their goal, by the way, on the We Fund.
Yeah.
So they're doing well, and they're doing exactly what they want to do. Number of breakthroughs I know coming from them, and I'm sure they're going to announce those soon. And then once that's up for public consumption, we'll talk about that as well. So congratulations to them and the team. Thanks for reaching out. Thank you. And onward and forward to the conversation. And folks, let us know. Look, it's great for us, but let us know in the comments below if there's any other companies that you'd like us to reach out to in specific. That we're always open to forming relationships with just about anybody. So let us know if there's anybody else in particular that we can get our hands on. We still have a conversation. Unfortunately, the show took a couple of turns since we went on Sun & Fun, and we still have to bring in the gentleman that did the drone shows, and he's been very busy. There's some other stuff we have working out, so stay tuned for that. And
Pex asked a question about, do they have any working prototypes? Pex, I'll direct you to the news page on their website, which I think I've linked down below. If you go to jetoptera.com and you go to news, that literally shows a lot of their major things that are public to talk about. And they've done multiple fluidic propulsive systems
testing
mounted to scale models of different types. And yeah, they do have that technology actually flying.
There's lots of videos. There's this one actually from 2018 actually that they have literally on there with the swiveling, hovering FPS, model, and that's 2018. They have this one also, which is being crane test bedded for, I think it was stability, which they've also shown that this thing flies. They have the J2.
That was 2018, and that one, that picture, Yep.
So they've had this thing flying for a while, and we highlighted that because as we did more research, we're like, wait a second, this thing's been around. And this is the one, obviously, right here. These are the autonomous testing vehicle beds that are actually out there right now, that we're most excited to see what the next level, 2019, 2020.
So they basically indicating they've been flying those already,
right? So those are already flying, those are already out there, all this information on their propulsion units and how they're going to make this work, okay? Obviously, these are the other test bed vehicles that they've had that they're looking at, okay? And then lastly is when they come to their glider, there are different versions of different things, but this is the one we are interested in. These are the two. We are excited about the J2000, the J4000. Those are the ones that are for the air taxi marketplace, that obviously, if you look back on what we just showed you in the video pages, they have very similar prototypes that have actively flown. So, that's the exciting part.
So they do. They got their application, their novel application, their fluidic propulsive system. Flying things. So
I can't wait.
We've talked about they've talked about the reduction in sound that it does. I mean, there's so many cool things about it that you can already find out in the public forum. So it's cool.
Well, I mean, in the public space, they've already done their anechoic chamber testing with the Army. We know that they've been in that already space. That's already public news. They've also done this. I think the same was for the Air Force. So they're already invading that space where they see fit. So it's important that you guys know that that's open, content. If you want us to revisit, talk about, we can do that. But we know that they've already been doing that. So, and again,
Yep.
I think the difference is with this company as compared to all the other ones out there is there's evolutionary and then there's revolutionary.
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
We've said it before. One is a step in the name of progress. The other one is a redesign of the entire system from the ground up that actually presents more. It's just a better system, and it proves out time and time. Every time I think about it, I'm like, it works and it's going to be better. So that's just something out there to keep in mind.
More to come there.
More to come.
More to come.
So hey guys, like, subscribe, follow, and look, we're excited. I mean, I'm not gonna turn around and say that we're not excited because we are.
Jeez,
and it's been a huge boon for us to be featured with them, and we're gonna continue to move forward that conversation, and that's it.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, next.
There you go.
I guess this one is back to more open conversation because I guess I'll take a little bit of a shot at this one.
I'm gonna put a link on the top there, the document.
To the who do what the?
You can go to the. So we'll go Tesla next, but you can
we're gonna go to Tesla.
What do you want to go next?
I was gonna just do. Well, we'll go Tesla. I don't care.
Oh, Bitcoin, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Either. Right, you tell me.
Okay, go Bitcoin.
I'm gonna go Bitcoin.
Yeah, go Bitcoin.
Okay, I'll do Bitcoin. Well, it's real simple. I mean, this is just a secondary conversation. Hey, if you guys have been paying attention,
yeah,
Bitcoin tumbled.
Yeah,
okay, it took another bashing, and the reason being is because China is escalating their crackdown on cryptocurrencies. Now, the thing is, there's a slightly different tinge to this because the other day we reported the fact that China was actually taking an opportunity to move Bitcoin operations that they saw that were harmful inside of their country outside and trying to force it out. Now they've kind of changed their tune a little bit. Okay, Bitcoin is down 9% according to this article. However, they're saying that even other cryptocurrencies at this point are being impacted because it came as there's I can't pronounce this province, but one of the provinces were closed Sunday and could remain closed for the short term.
Yeah, the Bitcoin miners.
Okay, the Bitcoin mining one where I think it's the Sichuan province.
I would mess it up. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna bother.
Sichuan, yeah, something like that.
So the difference is that what it's sounding like here is it almost sounds like cryptocurrency manipulation on the behalf of they're making an impact by shutting these things down, but they're now not saying that they're going to ban it completely. What they're saying is we're just shutting it down temporarily, which is kind of harmful towards the overall open marketplace that is Bitcoin, and it kind of makes an impact into the Bitcoin market that other entities are not really supposed to be able to make an impact in this, but we're seeing that they're actively flexing their muscles. So where this goes or not, I don't know, because they called for a crackdown in Beijing for obviously for everything that's trading in cryptocurrency, but even the World Bank at this point is actually sharing some of those concerns. So I don't know what this means for the future of cryptocurrency, if it's finally showing that there are some stressor points in the Bitcoin, say, the blockchain theory, that it can still be kind of tampered with. But what's your feelings, man? Because that's a little temperamental when an entire country can manipulate a currency that's not even their currency.
Well, I think you're kind of hitting the nail on the head there.
Right?
Exactly. We've talked about China before in terms of their not really happy relationship with Bitcoin, and it comes from the fact that it is not regulated. It's something that they find is harder to control, and they're not about it currently, at least in their current stance. Yeah, they're just not about it. So as it says here, literally just a quote. As Mike said, that Sichuan province, a lot of the Bitcoin mines in that area have closed, and an estimate there is that's about 90% of the cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin miners in China is in this area.
Eesh.
So that's really why Bitcoin took a big dive there, is because it's just why miners are over there, which is there's a lot of them are shut down, and it doesn't say if there's any idea of when, if that's just permanent shut down, closed, they said we're shutting you guys down, you're out, or it's temporary. I don't know what the long-term plan there is, but yeah, China's again not happy with Bitcoin, which is not new news technically, but that they literally are closing them down now. They're going to locations and closing them down. Yeah, that's something.
That is something.
And so you guys will remember we talked about Bitcoin last show about how, depending on where the energy prices would be and how accessible it would be, there, those miners are moving to other places nearby, but also maybe as far away in the world as Texas. We mentioned that last time as well, due to
favorable conditions,
favorable prices and things here. Yeah, so in Texas. So that's a big drop, it's just something to see. I mean, you guys know when we covered it last time, Bitcoin was 39,000.
Something. Yeah,
Close
it
to that
was.
when we covered it. Now it's at 32. Where's that? Just
So
saw it a second ago.
just take a look
Yeah,
at CoinDesk.
32,700.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll take a shot over here at CoinDesk because
Um,
it's remarkable. I think
Oh, yeah.
at the very least, it's remarkable at this point that you're seeing some sort of speculation in the marketplace that is actually not, and I would say, not beneficial in the marketplace. So
That's
right,
even lower than it was just 5 minutes ago.
yeah, it is. It actually is lower. So right now it's looking at 32,647.
Yeah.
And so if you look within the last week, it was at 40,000 just over a week ago. So it's taking a bashing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's taking a real bashing. Now,
Can you go to the daily there? Because
yeah, hold on a second. I just want to see in the 3 months, obviously we've gone from almost a high of, I think it was around 63,000. Okay, and within the last year, we were,
Oh yeah, it's off the chain.
now still way above where it was in October 2020, which was only 10,000. So
It's
really, that's kind of interesting. So you
same
want
old
to,
story. You get in early.
right? So which one do you want me to go take a look at now?
You think we're kind of done with that one, right?
Yeah.
Basically,
Okay. Yeah.
We can hit up the Tesla Plaid news.
Okay, sure. Hey guys, remember, like, subscribe, follow, open conversation. Look, the Bitcoin part is really, it's because the volatility, and when you see market volatility like this, you just have to ask yourself, what's the factors that are really influencing this?
Yeah, of course.
And just curious that it's a hot topic. So interesting to discuss the entire conversation about what they're actually doing.
Crypto on its own is pretty
pretty
volatile. So yeah.
So like, subscribe, follow, and we'll continue to bring you more from that.
Very
and then
much appreciated.
really. So I guess the last one is kind of going back to the Tesla Model S because I'll let you. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I can do it.
It's all you.
Yeah, cool. So
you got it.
We've talked obviously about the Tesla Model S reveal just last week. As you guys remember, one of the big news is it's a Model S redesign refresh. The car's obviously a whole bunch quicker. They've got the control yoke in there. There's some new stuff inside as well. It's a bit of a different car, but obviously the main headline a lot of people seem to talk about is its quickness, how fast it accelerates, and it is very quick.
It's very quick.
So basically this one comes from Motor Trend, and it says the 2022 Tesla Model S that they tested. And we're allowed to test from Tesla, 0 to 60 in 1.98. But you notice there's an asterisk up there, and that's kind of another reason we wanted to bring this to you, just to highlight. So we know the 2-second barrier, 0 to 60, is pretty. Has been something a lot of people have been kind of chasing after for a while for production cars, street cars. And basically, right here, the quote from Elon, it says, "No production car has ever done 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds." That's from Elon. So basically this article talks about that Tesla Motor Trend reached out to Tesla and Tesla was able to let them test a Plaid Model S, and they found out I'll explain, but they found out that it did go under 2 seconds. This was at a drag strip. And the thing that maybe put a few caveats in here was that Motor Trend, they test a lot of their stuff in California at a speedway in California, a drag strip over there. When they reached out to Tesla wanted them to test it at another place. They basically said they would host them at another drag strip. So they're kind of funneling them to a particular place, a particular drag strip, maybe with some particular setup, And basically what they said, they gave them actually a bunch of things that they could do. They told them kind of what side of the track to run on, what direction. So it was fairly controlled. And they did run the test and got a 1.98. Under 2 seconds. It's certainly fast no matter what. But maybe the thing to keep in mind is, right, if you guys can just imagine for a second about going on a track and trying to get a car to go as fast as possible, one of the things to do with these really high horsepower cars is get that power down to the ground. And so one of the things you may or may not know at drag strips is they apply a surface coating on the drag strip where the cars start going that's really sticky. And it really helps the tires adhere to the surface and really helps them get that power down in the initial part where they are just starting to go, and where a lot of time can be lost just getting the car going. And so basically Motor Trend wanted to test again off the track situation. And down here you can read that basically that they asked Tesla if they could test it outside on a regular street surface. They tested it out there and ran a 2.07. So
can I talk about the fast
so
company though? Because they're fast company
slower
there. Well,
outside the track, but I mean a 2.07 is
Come on.
really quick. So basically, the long and short of it is, there's some caveats in here. You can certainly read them through there to see what the actual setup was that Tesla had. But 1.98 on the track on the drag strip, 2.07 out on the normal road.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the quickest car that Motor Trend's ever tested.
Sure. So wait. So I have to, because when Corey says that, right, and he says 1.9, and you bring it out, and it's not on a prepared track, and it goes almost just 2 seconds, 0 to 60. Now, look, the big thing about 0 to 60 means, obviously, like everyone knows, if it can go 0 to 60 that fast, how fast can it cover a quarter mile, so on and so forth. Fast Company, right? Let's talk about Fast Company.
Oh yeah, sure.
The company that this car keeps right now, right? These are the competitors that you can talk about right now. The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, which is a specifically built vehicle that's got almost 740 horsepower. It's got skinny front tires you can readapt. It came with its own package where you could put the tires back on and back off. Okay, 2.1 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, 2.1 seconds. That's that. That is, so it beat that. Okay, and this thing is like a purpose. Actually, this one's got 840 horsepower, it says here, and it's got 770 foot-pounds of torque, and it's a 2.1 seconds with options. So the 1,040 horsepower that the Plaid are putting out, it beat that, okay, which without any special. Now, the only other model that even comes close to that is its own Tesla Model S Performance, which is the ludicrous mode, right? So we've gone beyond ludicrous because actually there's a couple of updates to Plaid, which actually gives it slightly wider tires, slightly wider fender flares. However, the other caveat is that, like you pointed out, you can't turn around and just go out there and drop one of these every second. It has to do a 15-minute reset in between before it can do that same 0 to 60 run. Which,
well, it says, yeah, they were saying that basically in the launch mode for the Tesla Model S, you put it in the mode, and then it may take 8 to 15 minutes for the car to cool down the motors, and then get the battery temperature to the correct temperature where it's cooling down, or maybe warming it up actually.
Right.
But it said actually once it's got that done, you can do those runs multiple times.
Okay, there you go.
For a while, but there is a prep time there, and that was something to just maybe note. But yeah, but saying what Mike said, yeah, you're not just gonna be driving around, to the mall or whatever, and then you're like, hey, I want to blow this guy's doors off with super Plaid mode, and get a near 2 second time off that stoplight. It's something to note that you
you could,
if you do just get in it and just start driving, and you want to just slam the pedal down as quick as possible. They said you're going to get about a 2.5 seconds.
Ooh,
which is
okay, but wait,
pretty fast still, but it's something to just maybe note. Yeah,
but you're never going to do that in an Ariel Atom 500, which goes 0 to 60 2.3 seconds, because this thing wouldn't even be able to go get your groceries because you'd have no place to put them. Okay, so that's not happening. So what other cars are also considered in that same? Okay, so this is crazy. A Bugatti Chiron, 2.4 seconds. You could possibly go get groceries in that one, but you're not going to fit any friends in the back seat. All right, so that's another one. Then you have, what else here? You have the Porsche 918 Spyder, 2.5 seconds. Okay, your four-door sedan from Tesla is going to be faster than a 918 Spyder. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous.
Seats 5.
Which, and it seats 5, right? Okay.
Kind of stupid.
So now here, and this is the other reason why a lot of people forget that the Nissan
Godzilla.
GTR, Godzilla.
Yeah, the Godzilla.
The GTR Nismo, which is by far the bargain of the crew, okay? Still coming in with
all-wheel drive.
all-wheel drive, but your Tesla Model S Plaid is now faster than that.
Didn't you say earlier that the Model X is the 2.5?
Yeah, well, we're coming to that. Stop. You can't do that, right? Here we go. So here's another one. I will say this, though, impressively, the Nismo does it with only 600 horsepower and 481 pounds of torque. So I'll give him that much,
getting
right?
That power down.
So here you go. The Bugatti Veyron Supersport is another one that'll do 2.5 in 0 to 60. And then after that, this is where it gets kind of funny. Funny in the sense that the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, which we also...
Another misnomer.
I'm
looking at you, Ford, Mach-E, Mustang.
Wait a second.
Not a Mustang.
It's also the Audi. They're the same.
Well,
so
I know.
So that
put
fits
that
in
turbo
here.
on there.
2.6 seconds here, right? Because the e-tron is also the same thing, and they just kind of barely changed the roof line. Then we finally have the Porsche 911 Turbo S, which I would say is the first car that I'd say, probably the most well-rounded sports car in the group, okay, overall.
Yeah.
Then finally, we have the one that Corey was alluding to, which is the Tesla Model X Performance, which will go 2.6. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, hey, you know what's going to be added to that group shortly? Cybertruck. Cybertruck is going to be another
Cybertruck's triple motor.
triple motor.
The question we've been asking each other for a while now is how much is it going to weigh?
Yes, that's the big deal.
Right, because it's still going to have a lot heavy batteries, but that doesn't change the other Teslas.
No.
But how much is this body going to weigh?
Don't know. But look, when you're talking about fast company, okay? Really, really fast company. The 2-motor in this Model X is actually, they're saying that I think that puts out 794 horsepower, right? And here's the even more crazy part if you get down to the bottom of this article. It says, amusingly, the Plaid launches so furiously hard it generates more than 1 G from 0.2 seconds to 2.6 seconds after launching, peaking at 1.227 Gs at 32 miles an hour. Okay, so literally for 2.6 seconds, you're going to feel it in your gut.
Yeah.
That's more than any car has generated in a 0 to 60, even than its stop, which required 104 feet and 1.221 Gs. So that is going to be that's going to be like going off of a catapult in a at a roller coaster, or you know, that's crazy.
I remember I did test drive a I think it was a P85D Plus back in the day,
right?
With in its launch mode, and it was still surprisingly fast for for what I was expecting. So I have not been in the ludicrous mode, and I have not been in the Plaid mode. Of course, I'd love to.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, so it's just really quick. If you talk about quick versus fast, look at the Chiron. That Bugatti's gonna freaking blow its doors off at 250 plus or whatever.
Sure.
But again, we've talked about this many times as well, right?
Where are you gonna use that?
Where everybody likes fast. Well, not everybody likes fast cars, but we like at least reading about fast cars, the technology involved. Okay, cool. But yeah, Mike's question: where are you gonna use a car that goes 250? I mean, the Tesla model, the Roadster coming up is gonna be that fast. Very interesting. I'd love to read about it. I'd love to check it out. Take a look at it.
Right.
I probably am not gonna go 250 in the Roadster ever, because probably just won't. But I mean, it's just
well.
I mean, yeah, I didn't say never. Hey, we're on this channel. We're meeting new people. We'd love to talk to you, Tesla. Wink, wink. But yeah. But anyway, the point being, yeah, it's just quick acceleration. Quick. It's quick.
Hey, look, so, fast cars, speed is part of that challenge of, and a lot of people look. If you don't like fast cars, that's okay.
Yeah, legit. Yeah,
you don't have to.
That's totally cool,
right? But here's the difference: technology, right? You may not think of it today, but there's inroads in technology that are being done to make these things happen that may lead to something down the road, to another type of technology that might interest you or help people or do something better that will bring about some sort of evolution or change in a marketplace.
In a more conventional car, call it.
Of course. And that's the difference, right? This all lays the road for moving something forward. So for everybody that's going, oh my God, this is terrible.
We're talking about fast cars again. God damn it.
Don't talk about this. Don't talk about. Look, here's the thing. Eventually it may lead somewhere where you're going to be happy because you got the result from some other passive means. So, hey, on that note, like, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah,
because
much appreciated. Thank you.
That's what we do here, right? And I think that's all we have to talk about today.
Yeah, the only if you look at the document, the note document.
Yeah. What about
put a link at the top? I don't know. I admit I've only skimmed it.
Okay.
It's one I just found as we were talking, so I haven't really read about it. But it's that one about the Porsche battery investment. Interesting. We can at least mention it.
Maybe we'll come back and visit it this week again.
Yeah, we can mention it. It's on Auto Week. It basically says Porsche invests in high-performance battery cell company called Cell Force Group out of, looks like it's a German company. And I'm literally just reading it the first time now because I just found it, so I can't tell you much about it.
Interesting.
But here it says Porsche's taken an 83.75% stake in this new company. 18 miles out of Stuttgart.
There's a short list for a battery factory located. Look at this. 16. So wait, is this their way of getting into like having a gigafactory? That's what it's looking like to me. Interesting. They're developing.
Here's a cool quote. Just a kind of cool quote. The battery cell is the combustion chamber of the future.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's cool.
I'm still. I want to see if. Remember, there was battery cells not so long ago that were powered by, I think it was like butane.
Yeah, we read about
And we read
that.
about
Yeah.
those a while back, and I'm wondering if this is going to
We
open
should
up that
check in.
door.
We should check in with them
Check
again.
in and see where they're at with
And I'll
that.
follow up on that solid battery tech company we also talked about.
Oh yeah.
what they're up to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and another thing, folks, if you're watching this for the first time, a lot of these things that we also look at are for quote unquote investment purposes, right? So we look at it as we want to follow where money goes inside of a marketplace for EV and green technologies as well, because to us that's a huge boon for people that are looking at investments, right?
Follow the money.
Follow the money,
And the
because
tech.
generally if you follow the money, you're going to find out where your next technology blooms are going to be. And that's part of one of the obsessions that we have here, is that tech does that, right? So when you see these technology, groups all move into air taxi or EVs or batteries, and you see all of a sudden that marketplace changes, that's something that we keep an eye on as well.
You can kind of follow the spider web in new tech and find where their barriers are, and then find companies that are addressing those barriers, and then you're like, boom, that's where we need to go.
That's where you need to be.
So yeah.
Remember that, and keep looking out. And if you guys see anything else on the horizon that we're not really digesting well enough, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, much. Thank you.
There you go. I'm going to call this one officially a wrap.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Sounds great.
Thanks to Todd Newton for reaching out. We're going to continue that discussion with Jetoptera. We're excited to continue that relationship. And for everybody at home watching and everyone else, the subscribers, keep helping us out, and we'll continue to help the channel to grow. And we appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Roscoe says bye.
Roscoe, bye.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys. What is today, Monday?
Yep.
We'll catch you Wednesday.
We'll catch you Wednesday.
Catch you Wednesday.
Take care, everybody. Have a great
Take it
day.
easy, stay
And
safe.
we'll see you.
We'll see you then.
We'll see. There is no way to make this music creep up a little bit
That's what I'm
faster.
saying. You can hit it maybe earlier, but you have to add it to another layer, right?
I do. The challenges
You
of
can add it
live
to
television.
you can add it to the couch. No, not couch. The one we're both talking. Make it maybe a layer you can.
I should re-embed it. There you go. But you know what?
We've been talking about needing to redo the simplicity of the scenes for a bit, but yeah. But thanks again. Please like, subscribe, share, talk about, chat, share, comment, blah blah blah, whatever you guys want to do. Thanks so much. And yeah, the links are down below. If there's something they talked about that's not down there, let us know and I'll find it for you.
There you go. Peace, guys. Take care. Have a great day.
Take it easy. Bye.